for what should be a terrific matchup here tonight. Capital One Arena in our nation's capital. Tonight, the Washington Wizards getting set to match up with the San Antonio Spurs. The San Antonio Spurs control the tap. To Millsap. Booker to Hardaway. Shot clock winding down. Missed it. Not much more you could ask for from the defense there. A lot of contact on that play. He plays through it and scores.
Ooh, cool, calm, and collective. The 3 C's. His handles are effortless.
Rubio sizing up Jeremy Grant. To Millsap. Rubio down low to Cousins. Whoa, what a finish.
We call that get your money and put it in the bank.
To Mikal Bridges. Tough shot and nearly a chance at a 3-point play. No foul.
Old school equals high percentage.
Right now, San Antonio's possession. Rubio to Cousins. To Millsap. Count the basket. A lot of contact. No foul.
That's a strong finish. Regardless of contact, finishing strong is key.
The screen sets him up for 2.
The pro game has really come down to PNRs. Let's see how the defense adjusts.
Booker with it. Down 2. To Cousins. Picked up by the Wizards. And stuffs it down.
And that is the sign of an unselfish team. When everybody in transition thinks they have a chance to get the ball because you have a willing passer, somebody willing to make other players on his team look great, that's only going to force your players to play that much harder on offense and give you more energy on the defensive end.
Mikal Bridges with the strong finish.
And easy, too. Get back on defense.
Into the front court, it's Booker. 10-4 is the score. Al Horford able to recover with the block. That's out. Last touch by Al Horford. Booker. Oh, Millsap. 2 for 2. That's what you want.
Oh, don't see the read. Be the read.
Goes to the right side. Horford. Not that time. To Rubio. Hardaway to Booker. Five to shoot for San Antonio. To Booker. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Great defense, forcing the miss.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
To Mikal Bridges. He was smothered and still gets it to go down.
Just wait a second, Ed. Wait 1 second. Can we go back to the play before this great play that we just saw? Just because you have a bad offensive possession, you can't allow that to go down and reciprocate itself on the defensive end. One bad play does not make 2 bad plays. You have to bounce back. That's how you play this game.
Booker, defended by Jeremy Grant. Won't go. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
And I know there's so much excitement about the play, but everybody looks at the player. More people need to pay attention to the guy at the end of the bench, the strength and conditioning coach, because this kid's been putting in the time and effort every day in the weight room.
The free throw good as he completes the three-point play, and the lead is up to 9. Spurs have it. To Cousins. Sizing up the defense. Here comes the screen. Rubio to Millsap. The Spurs with 4 in the shot clock. Fires the 3. Tim Hardaway Jr. missed his first. That one goes.
And in today's game, you have to make shots like that. Nice work draining it from deep.
To Horford. Off the assist.
Bodies bouncing all around on that layup with the offense winning that battle. But if the defense keeps up that kind of pressure, good things are bound to happen.
Stevenson to Cousins. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a 3. Point play.
Al Horford, that's his first personal foul. Team foul number 1.
Changes coming from both sides right now. DeMarcus Cousins trying to cash in on a three-point play. For his career, 73%. Free throw good to finish off the three-point play. It's back to a 5-point game. Wizards have it. Holiday. Knocked loose. Tucker. 5 to shoot for Washington. Going to launch beyond the arc. Had to rush that one, and it's no good.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
To Stevenson. A drive down the lane, but the shot stays out.
Woo! I like that intensity on that play. That's how you actually dig in the dirt and do your job on the defensive end.
Holiday in possession. Leads 3. DeMarcus Cousins rejects it.
That kid can block out the sun, Ed.
Wizards come up with it. And scores. Strong take.
Ed, sometimes less is more. Keeping it simple is the best way.
San Antonio with the basketball. To Stevenson. DeMarcus Cousins. 3 for 4. Good start. Holiday controls the basketball. Up by 3. Down to Green. Gets it to go. Could have been more. A lot of contact, but no foul.
There's certain guys in this league that should be put on alert status 24/7 because either they're posterizing you or that attempt can still be a poster.
Knocked loose. Holiday. scores from the post.
This has been a good first quarter for him so far. That wasn't an easy shot, but he was able to knock it down and add to their lead.
Spurs in possession. To Stevenson. Fires the three. That one off the mark. It's no good. To Holiday. And that one out of bounds off a spur. Coach is going to shift gears and adjust his matchups.
Number 42, Nene.
Drew Holiday, defended by Cousins. Gets it in the left corner. Has a chance. Count the basket. They gave him a look, and why not?
You know what I like about this pass play? Instead of putting his head down and forcing the action, he patiently waited for the play to develop.
Trying to cash in. Nene's shot won't go down. We played a quarter here on Valentine's Day. Jay and I are back after this. It's a special presentation of the NBA on EA Sports. Ed Cohen, Jay Williams with you as we get things started here in the second quarter. Wizards at the controls. Driving right to the basket. Full throttle right to the basket for the deuce.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
Here's Rubio up top, trailing by 11 to Millsap. Booker. To Cousins. Five to shoot for San Antonio. Off the mark. He's made those before, but that was well defended.
You know, Ed, everybody gives so much credit to the guy who contested the shot, but there's no way he's in that position without the communication of the backbone of the defense. When you have a guy back there who can block shots and tells you to apply more pressure, you know you're in a safe place.
Rubio into the front court. Minute gone by in this second quarter. Al Horford tips it.
Oh, he blocked that with authority. Oh, out there looking like the Kimbe Mutombo.
Took it right to him, and the defender was ready. Devin Booker. No good. That's great defense.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates involved with your passing.
Beyond the arc for three. Buries it on the catch and shoot.
Ed, let me tell you how this one goes. It ain't no fun if the homies can't have some. Everyone's getting a piece of the rock tonight.
Now whistle. San Antonio is going to use a timeout as they'll talk things over here in the second quarter. Both teams tweaking their lineups. Here come some changes.
Substitutions, Washington.
Rubio to Hardaway.
For San Antonio, number 41.
Nowitzki. That's playing with fire. Dirk Nowitzki knocks down the wide-open Jay.
Ooh, that confidence level is so superior. Whenever you start jogging back on defense before the ball even goes through the net, that speaks for itself.
Drew Holiday. He's 2 for 2 now.
Clearly not afraid of the spotlight here because that was not an easy look.
With the fadeaway. Burns him for the basket.
You feel that? I see the confidence building.
Holiday in possession. It's an 11-point game.
I'm on D.
They're going to make some changes with some new personnel on the floor. Holiday. Stuffs it down with authority.
It's easy to become mesmerized when you watch a player who can create off the dribble. We call that dancing. When you allow a player to dance with that much space, that's Prob City.
That pass stolen by the Wizards.
Come on, let's dig in. Let's really build this lead.
Count it.
Contact on a drive can be a beautiful thing. Making those tough shots can really help you build a mental advantage over your defender.
Nene with the dunk.
If you didn't dunk that, then we would have to talk about it.
Holiday controls the basketball. His team on top by 13. Now ready with a couple of free throws.
I don't know about that one, Ed. I always thought your hand was part of the ball.
Jrue Holiday has got 2 shots coming. For his career, 78% at the line. First one goes down.
Entering the game for the Spurs, number 1, Devin Booker.
And he makes them both. San Antonio ball. Booker to Rubio. Nice pass to get things going.
Strong finish. That's what you need, regardless of contact, focusing on the rim.
Holiday in possession. The advantage is 13 points. Jrue Holiday, 3 for 3 in this first half.
Who's controlling the paint? The offense is controlling the paint right now. The defense needs to do a better job of making it more uncomfortable for those easy lays.
To Cousins. Nowitzki. They'll get it down to Booker. Oh, he's denied.
Oh, and he can't keep it in off the block.
Man, that was impressive. Coach has seen enough. He wants some changes. New personnel onto the floor.
13, Jeremy Grant.
Rubio. Has a look. And he hits.
When I played, and I see guys do this all the time, when you shoot, the target isn't the basket. The target is actually before you even go into the shot. The target are your hands defensively. If your hands are down and you give me clear vision towards the bucket, that shot's definitely going up.
Here comes the screen. Jrue Holiday picked up by Booker. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
That was such a great job by the offensive player. Knowing that you're probably going to take some lumps here and there, but still remaining aggressive throughout the shot and getting a crack at the extra point.
Jrue Holiday at the line for a chance at a 3-point play. He's perfect from the line so far. Free throw's good as they continue to widen their lead. Right now, San Antonio's possession. Rubio to Booker. Almost unlucky bounce to Holiday. Baseline drive. Jrue Holiday. Can't ask for much more. He's perfect. 5 for 5 from the field.
Might have had an extra dribble or two there, but he got the shot he wanted.
Jeremy Grant pins it.
This game is all about playing mind tricks on people. The offense is more worried about getting their shot blocked than they are about actually making the shot.
Screen coming. Booker guarded by Jeremy Grant. Nice follow-up on the dunk there.
Oh, man, did you see that swiftness? He dunked that thing like a tennis ball.
It looked like that in his hand. Holiday controls the basketball. His guys hold a commanding lead. Tucker to Holiday. From long range. And Jrue Holiday good on the quick release.
Just let me break down to all the young players at home how special of a pass this was. That was a perfect delivery, and it hit the player right in the chest.
And too much contact.
Those cat-like hands almost got a steal.
Time to shuffle things up.
Team foul number 1. Into the game for the San Antonio Spurs, number 11, Tim
good. That's as high percentage as it gets.
Ed, this is like show and tell back in kindergarten. You show the ball, and then you tell them with the easy leg.
Going back to the pre-K days, Jay. Oh, the touch at the rim. Count it.
Well, they have such great flow to their offense this evening. The ball isn't sticking to one player individually. It's moving around the perimeter, and it's zipping. They're playing with a special cohesiveness.
Rubio to Booker. Here's a chance from long range. Can't go down. Smothering defense.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
Spurs have it. Booker has a chance. Deep two there. Won't go.
See, when good shooters catch, they just shoot. When bad shooters catch, they become hesitant, reluctant. That's the first sign of a guy that doesn't have confidence.
Number 17, PJ Tucker.
Here's Rubio into the front court. Under a minute to go before halftime. Blocked away!
That one's in the 15th row.
Huge denial. Opposing coach is going to counter, make some changes of his own. Cousins to Booker. Trying to cash in. Well defended. Shot no good. If it was anyone else, they'd be back on the bench for taking that shot. And a nice finish at the rim.
I could see the beads of sweat forming when he had to put the ball on the ground there. You still got it, though.
Booker with it. His guys down big. To Rubio. Nothing going here on that drive. Jared Allen with the block.
You know why? I don't see anybody on the defensive end standing up out of position. I see everybody squatted down, really active with their hands. That's the mentality that will lead you to where you want to go.
Booker to Cousins. Cleans the offensive glass. The follow won't go either. Mikal Bridges with the strong finish.
Blocking so many shots only gives your perimeter that much more confidence to really apply more pressure.
A very one-sided first half of basketball as we are at halftime. Let's get you to Orlando, where we say hello to Jalen Rose in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Jalen.
Thanks, Ed. Let's get right into the action here. The Wizards were the dominant team in that first half, without question. It was their playmaking, the way they gave each other scoring opportunities. That really impresses me. I love seeing unselfish basketball like that. Have a look at the leading scorers for the Washington Wizards. The Spurs have got themselves in a bad situation that seems likely to only get worse. The way they struggle doesn't bode well for them at all. But if they got some fight in them, we'll know right away in the third quarter. Have a look at the leading scorers for the San Antonio Spurs.
Game track. Bench points.
The San Antonio Spurs had enough difficulty dealing with the opposing starters, let alone their bench players. They really need to adjust for the depth of this opposing team and figure out how to slow them down.
Player of the half.
Drew Holiday really showed off his court vision in the first half. When he's able to get the ball moving like that, his team can be tough to stop.
Who was gold?
No one wants to be picked for this segment, but he couldn't avoid it. Maybe he'll turn things around in the second half.
Here are the top plays.
Number 2. Number 1.
Thanks for joining us for the halftime report. The second half is about to get started.
Holiday at possession. His guys holding the big lead. From the outside, no good.
And it's never a great thing when you're talking to yourself the entire next possession about the shot you just missed. Now you know you're in that player's head mentally.
Short jumper stays out. To Holiday. There's the toss. Lays it in off the alley-oop pass.
There's certain guys in this league that should be put on alert status 24/7 because either they're posterizing you or that attempt can still be a poster.
Spurs will take the timeout as their coaching staff wants to talk things over here in this third quarter. Booker to Hardaway. To Booker. Spinning shot. Won't fall. Al Horford swats it. That's his third block this evening.
Here's one of the biggest secrets as we move into this new age of basketball, especially in the draft room. You have to draft players with size and length. That's the biggest deterrent for any team offensively.
DeMarcus Cousins, huge block.
Ed, that's light work for a guy with his ability.
Rebound owned by Washington. To Horford. Paul Millsap with a piece.
Oh, he blocked that with authority.
Count the basket inside.
That's what I'm talking about, Ed. It's that simple. Put the ball in the bucket.
Wizards with the basketball. Has a look. The rebound taken by the Spurs. Into the front court. It's Booker. Down a bundle. My goodness, did you see that, Jay?
That's nasty. Just disrespectful.
And count the basket inside.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
Here's Rubio up top. He'll run the offense. Al Horford sends it away. Fourth this contest. And he's fouled. He's going to the line for 2.
Sometimes when you get up big, you get a little careless. But attention to detail through the end, that's how you avoid unnecessary fouls.
And hits the first free throw. So he hits the first, misses the second. He throws it down.
You know, teams usually shoot higher percentages early in the shot clock. Plus, you take away the legs of the defense. You have to dictate the pace.
Rubio into the front court. Looking to make something happen. DeMarcus Cousins, 4 out of 7.
As my mother would say to the defender, A for effort, F for results.
Holiday. Oh, had him going there for a second. the fadeaway. Burns him for the basket.
Did you see the way that dribble freed him up? It created so much space. I did, but the defender didn't.
It's Washington with the basketball. Now ready to shoot at the line.
I can't believe I'm about to say this about an NBA team because this is what I say to my grammar school team. But just because a team is down on the scoreboard doesn't mean you stop playing hard and smart. You really have nothing to lose, but really good habits to gain.
First one, count it. And gets both to drop at the line. Booker, deep right corner. To Cousins. Has a chance. Another chance. Paul Millsap. Very efficient and making an impact. He's 3 for 3.
In the paint, you need to finish just like that.
Holiday. To Mikal Bridges. Count the basket, and it could have been more. No whistle.
Well, he finished strong because he was able to initiate the contact. When you initiate the contact first, you bounce off the defender, which balances you at the rim.
Millsap. Not that time. On the follow. Way to stay with it.
Strong finish. That's what you need, regardless of contact, focusing on the rim.
Holiday. To Mikal Bridges. Paul Millsap sends it away.
That's why a rim protector is a necessity in this game.
Cruises inside for 2. Now whistle. San Antonio is going to use a timeout as their coach wants to get a word in with his guys here in this third quarter. Substitution being made in this one.
You can get all that and more, including the opportunity to attend a post-game press conference.
Rubio to Cousins. Jeremy Grant snatching it out of the air.
Don't stare him down like that afterwards.
And he finishes at the rim.
Sometimes when the players find that flow, nobody else needs to touch the ball. He's in the zone by himself.
To Cousins. Hardaway. Not that time. Nothing going here on that drive. To Horford. Paul Millsap able to recover with the block. Holiday. Lets it fly from long range. Smothering D.
Shooters shoot, period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
Rubio to Millsap. Nothing going here on that drive. Here's Nowitzki down low. Good look that time, but off the mark. And coasting in for 2.
This may sound cheesy, but sometimes you just need to sit back, get a tub of popcorn, and just enjoy the show, because that's what you're watching right now.
San Antonio with the basketball. Cousins here against Jeremy Grant. They go down low to Dirk. Using the post to his advantage there and the finish at the rim.
It's that easy, Ed. You never want to leave any doubt when attacking the rim.
Holiday to Horford. Missed it. How'd that not go down? Rubio to Nowitzki. To Cousins. Swings it. And a chance coming up at the line.
Just because a team's winning doesn't mean the refs are going to put away the whistle. Play right all the way through.
Ricky Rubio at the line for 2 shots. Shooting 50%. Some yes, some no in this contest. And he connects on the first free throw. Able to convert on both free throws. Washington basketball. To Mikal Bridges. Screen coming. Drew Holiday sizing up Cousins. The screen sets him up for 2.
And there's nothing more mentally intimidating for your opponent than when your own teammates are unselfish and make sure that you get the ball because they want you to drop 70 on them, maybe like Devin Booker did last year.
Mixing things up. Hockey line substitutions. Both teams making changes.
For San Antonio, number 6, Corey.
He was hacked. They let it go.
I agree. I thought there was a foul, but also it's all about your approach. You can't come down the lane and jump off one leg. It's called a power lift. Go off 2 legs and expect the contact.
To Holiday.
I got him. Here we go. Here we go. I'm here. I'm here.
Dirk Nowitzki rejects it. Calls out of bounds. Last touch by Dirk Nowitzki. Off the mark.
And you have to remember that your hand is part of the ball. There wasn't enough contact on that play for the refs to blow the whistle.
Joseph with it. His guys down big. Now a steal by Washington. Leaving no doubt. Slams it down.
And if you're on defense on that last possession, no need to look over to the coach's bench, hold up your arms, wonder what did you do. Everybody got back. Everybody communicated. Everybody pointed. It was just better offense than there was defense.
Just inside the arc. At the buzzer. Third quarter comes to an end. The fourth quarter on the way. The Wizards way out in front. It's the Spurs with the basketball as we begin the fourth quarter. And this has not been one of their better performances to this point. They've been out of sorts all afternoon.
And one of the most difficult challenges we have in this life is when we bring our personal life into our workspace. It looks like they were never in the game to begin with.
Gets it to go, and the foul.
And I know there's so much excitement about the play, but everybody looks at the player. More people need to pay attention to the guy at the end of the bench, the strength and conditioning coach, because this kid's been putting in the time and effort every day in the weight room.
Lance Stevenson trying to cash in on a 3. His career, 68%. And he missed the free throw. Trying to cash in. Millsap shot, no good. Holiday controls the basketball. His guys hold a commanding lead. Give him 2 points. High percentage.
Ooh, shows like this separate the good players from the great ones. The good players, they have good first halves, and then they fade to black in the second. The great players, they just sustain that kind of dynamic energy throughout the entire ball game.
Millsap to Stevenson. Has a look. Wide open look, won't go. DeMarcus Cousins. With that, he's 5 for 9.
That's a strong finish. Regardless of contact, finishing strong is key.
Wizards have it. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
You know, it reminds me out of a story a legendary coach once told me. He said, if you ever get in a fight, you're not going to hit somebody with an open hand, correct? You'll probably break a finger. But if you hit somebody with a fist, what is that? That's 5 fingers working collectively together as one. That's how you deliver a knockout punch, and that's what we're seeing tonight.
And the reward, he's going to the line.
I don't mind that effort at all. At least they're still out here competing on the defensive end.
Jared Allen, couple of free throws on the way. For his career, 77% at the line. Off the mark on the first free throw.
Entering the game for San Antonio.
Knocks down the second after missing the first.
In the game for the Washington Wizards, number 2.
To Nowitzki. Hardaway. To Nowitzki. Can't connect from inside. Wizards at the controls. Holiday to Horford. There it is, Al Horford. He's now 4 for 6.
I remember my high school coach said 1 man can't beat 5. Well, I'm telling you right now, he lied. I'm watching it happen in person.
To Nowitzki. Hardaway. Shot from in close, no good. Holiday. Stevenson to Hardaway. Nothing going here on that drive. To Stevenson. Rebound Horford.
And you knew this game had a chance to get out of hand pretty quickly because of the communication. When these guys stepped on the court, Ed, they were yapping back and forth to each other. And that kind of communication, that kind of collective responsibility to one another, you feel that on the court. That's why this team is special.
Has a chance, knocks it down from mid-range. Holiday in possession. His guys holding the big lead. Oh, bad pass taken away by the Spurs.
Tonight, it may not cost you, but in a playoff game, it will.
Nothing going here on that drive. Perfect feed to set up the basket.
You know, from a point guard perspective, one of the things that I learned when I played in the league was that the more I was willing to give the ball up, the harder other players were willing to run to their spots. The harder the bigs were running to the rim. The harder the three-point shooters were running to the three-point line because they knew they could be active recipients. And when they caught the ball, they knew exactly what to do with it.
Shifting gears. Here comes some substitutions.
Number 3.
Come on, help get me out. Lock up.
To Holiday. It's good.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
Holiday controls the basketball. Flushes down the slam. At this point, they're twisting in the wind.
Were you looking for a response from me? Because I don't really know what else there is to even say. I mean, is this even a game? I mean, we should just start packing up and getting ready to go right now.
Spurs in possession. Booker to Hardaway. They work it down to Cousins. And look out.
Oh, man, did you see that swiftness? He dunked that thing like a tennis ball.
It looked like that in his hand. Horford. And he's fouled. Very close. Free throws coming up.
Ed and I want to go home, too. But fouls like that only stop the clock for all of us.
First free throw is good. Goes 2 for 2. Here's Rubio into the front court. Down a bundle to Millsap. Cousins. Down to 5 on the 24. It's a turnover as they head the other way. And look out. Big finish at the rim.
So many people think making assists is creating something razzle and dazzle. Sometimes giving the ball up early is the right play and the most efficient.
San Antonio ball. Rubio to Millsap. Great feed. Sets it up.
Oh, he sent that one to the third row.
He was locked in. That was impressive. Count the basket at the rim.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. The pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
That's what you like to see off the pick and roll. Nice, easy basket.
I know there's that old saying that says one man can't beat five, but we're watching one man carry 4 other players. His back has to be hurting. Another big-time finish.
Knocked loose. It goes down.
We're watching a clinic right now. We're watching basketball one-on-one. Whoever this professor is, he needs to get paid top dollar.
Here's Rubio up top. Looking to make something happen. To Booker. To Cousins. They'll work it down to Millsap. Oh, Millsap. He's 5 for 10, shooting 50%.
He's so good down low. This 4-time All-Star really does a good job of utilizing that body to muscle through contact and finish with the best of it.
Goes reverse to lay it in.
Well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something be created. I think we just watched an epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious, everybody started to do it, and it ultimately led to the other team's demise.
If that's an epidemic, sign me up. And the finish, slam dunk.
I don't think I could do that on a 5-foot rim.
I can, because that's my only choice. Right now, San Antonio's possession. Oh, nice step through to get to the basket.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
DeMarcus Cousins tips it.
That's why a rim protector is a necessity in this game.
Oh, great pass, setting up the basket.
And attention to detail is everything for a professional scorer like that. Actually getting it done the hard way there.
Spurs will take the timeout. They're down big in this 4th quarter, and a chance here to empty their bench. Time for some new personnel into the game. That's a turnover. It goes the other way.
I tried to work the clock here, but you have to take care of the ball in this possession.
Turns and slams it down.
You know, Ed, the effort is what concerns me the most. Effort is replenishable. If you're tired, raise your hand. Check yourself out. Get somebody who actually wants to get back in transition and play some defense. That will help your team win the game, not you just staying in the game to be better on offense.
Layup goes down. Well done.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
Spurs have it. No good. The follow won't go either. Another shot stays out. Deep 3 at the buzzer. The Wizards are the winners as they win this one in very convincing fashion. For Jay Williams and all our crew, I'm Ed Cohen saying so long for now. This has been a presentation of the NBA